match featuring the Chicago State Cougars and New Mexico State Aggies. Now let's rise as one nation. Please rise and join our student athletes and coaches in honoring America, celebrating its freedom and those who protect it. Let us stand as one nation for the playing of the national anthem.
From the Pan Am Center here today, Adam Young with you. Brandon Mangum is our producer. Time now for the starters between the Aggies and the Cougars. First for the Cougars, 5-24 this year. 1-13 in the WAC, last place in the conference. Head coach in his 5th year is Brandon Reeves. Rochelle Madison will start. 5'6" freshman DS from Flint, Michigan. Autumn DeSantis is an outside hitter, 6-foot sophomore out of Youngstown, Ohio. Team high 64 blocks this year for DeSantis. Megan Klavitter is the libero for the Cougars. 5'3" senior out of Fenton, Michigan. She's a good one, preseason all-conference. Leads the WAC in digs per set by far with 5.2 per set. And she has the second most digs in WAC history. She had 37 last Saturday versus Utah Valley, 35 last Thursday. WAC Defensive Player of the Week. She's a good one, Megan Klavitter. Lacey Adams, 5'5", junior setter from Muncie, Indiana. Beatriz Palmieri will start, 5'11", senior outside hitter from Brazil. Alexandria Cliff is a middle blocker, 6-foot senior from Wisconsin. And the final starter is Josie Borum, who's used in a variety of ways. Right side hitter, she's also going to set. 6'1" freshman from Sterling, Illinois, who Mike Jordan said could potentially start on his team. He thinks Josie Borum is one of the best freshmen in the conference. She leads the WAC in triple doubles and in double doubles this year. 4 triple doubles, 18 double doubles this year for Josie Borum. So for Brandon Reeves, it is Madison, DeSantis, Klavitter, Adams, Palmieri, Cliff, and Borum, the starters for Chicago State. Meanwhile, for the Aggies and head coach Mike Jordan, the Aggies come in 23-3. They have won 15 in a row. They are 14-0 in the WAC. And the Aggies now in the previous 5 years, 65-7 in WAC matches. Ashley Anselmo will start on the right side, a 6'2" senior from Manhattan Beach, California, transfer from Long Beach, averaging 1.6 kills per set. 22 kills, only 5 errors for Anselmo in the previous 3 matches. Annalisa Costa will start at libero. El Paso native, a senior, Eastlake High School grad, averaging a team high 3.6 digs per set. She's been the coolest story this year for the Aggies. Acosta, in her previous 3 years, only played in 12 total matches, and she has been the everyday libero since about week 3 for this Aggie program. Juliana Salinoa will start in the middle, 6-foot junior from Olympia, Washington, the WAC Offensive Player of the Week. 2 matches last week for Salinoa, 23 kills, and she only committed 1 attack error. Megan Hart starts in the middle, 6'5" redshirt senior from Canada. 15 kills, and a .440 hitting percentage last Saturday at Grand Canyon. .399 hitting clip this year for Hart. If it finishes like that, that'll be the second best hitting percentage for a single season in program history. Natalie Michaels is the setter, 5'10" junior from Jenks, Oklahoma. Combined for 45 helpers last week in 2 matches. And Savannah Davison will start. 5'10" redshirt sophomore from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Averaging a team best 3.5 kills per set. Third best in the WAC for Savannah Davison. So no Kat Kelly. She is in street clothes. As Mike Jordan told us during the pregame interview, she's battling a hamstring injury. She's been playing through it, but the Aggies will rest her here today. They fear it may be a tear, and they're hopeful she will still be able to play next week in the WAC tournament. Probably will not play Saturday, I would assume, against UMKC. Anselmo, Salinoa, Hart, Michaels, Davison, and DaCosta, the starters for Aggie head coach Mike Jordan. Up official is Rory Arasumi. Good to see Rory here today. Haven't seen him in a while. Rob Torres is the down official. Crowd is still entering the Pan Am Center. I'm sure we'll see a lot of fans sprinkle in as the day goes on because of this early start. A noon first serve here on the campus of NM State. Aggies trying to make it 16 straight wins, trying to stay undefeated in the WAC. And in case you're wondering, yes, the Aggies have gone undefeated in the WAC before. They went undefeated and won 19 in a row back in 2015. Aggies will start on serve, moving right to left. It is Natalie Michaels who puts us in play. Poor pass by Beatrice Palmieri, and it bounces off the net and down. That's an ace for Michaels to start, and the Aggies go ahead 1-0. Michaels with her team best 33rd ace this year. Junior from Jenks, Oklahoma. Looks to her left to Mike Jordan for the service call. The Aggies in the whites, Chicago State in the blacks. Michaels' serve is too long, almost brushed the jersey of Josie Borum, but it flies out of bounds, and it's 1-1. Service ace and then a service error for Michaels. White libero jersey for Clevitter for the Cougars, and a crimson libero jersey for Acosta for the Aggies. Serve goes to Acosta, who passes front middle for Michaels. Outside left swing for Anselmo, and that one is too long in the right corner. Attack error for Ashley Anselmo, 2-1 Cougars. We'll see how the Aggies handle serve receive without Kat Kelly. Mike Jordan said he felt like it would probably be a 2-man game today between Davison and Acosta on serve receive responsibility. Swing left side again for Anselmo. Lunging dig for Clevitter. Outside left attack for Kahraman, lands in near line. Jana Kahraman, freshman from Turkey, notches the kill, and it's 3-1 CSU. Kahraman, 11 kills on Monday in a 5-set loss at Eastern Illinois. Serve goes near line, passed by Davison for the Aggies. Quick front set, front middle to Salino, and she hammers it in on the assist by Michaels. Good swing for Juliana, the WAC Offensive Player of the Week. 23 kills, only 1 attack error in the 2 matches last week for Juliana Salinoa. Side out for the Aggies within 1, 3-2. Right to left serve for Holly Razzo, who just checked in. Poor pass by Palmieri again. Front set by the libero Clevitter. Off speed shot Borum, and the Aggies can't handle. Off the hands of Michaels and down. A kill for the right pin for Borum, who will set and attack for the Cougars. Dangerous freshman out of Sterling, Illinois. Averages a team best 2.6 kills per set. Serve receive far corner Razzo for the Aggies. Running back set to Anselmo. Her attack is dug out by Palmieri. Back set by Adams. A swing for Borum, and that lands in. Out of the reach of Acosta in the back row middle. 2 straight kills for Josie Borum. 5-2 Cougars here in the early stages in set 1. Cougars coming off a WAC win last weekend. Gathered up by Davison on serve receive. Front middle swing by Salinoa. Dug and controlled by Clevitter. Roll shot for Kahraman is handled by the Aggies. Swing right side Anselmo. Turned away. Saved by Anselmo near the right pin. Running roll shot by Davison back middle to Clevitter. A tip by DeSantis. Met by Michaels, but she can't control it on the dig at the 10-foot line. A tip kill for Autumn DeSantis, a sophomore from Youngstown, Ohio. And the Cougars go ahead by 4, 6-2 in set one. Served by Clavitter. Lunging handle by Davis, and then a free ball by Salinoa, right corner to Clavitter. Backs at Adams, a tip by Borum lands in. Third kill for Josie Borum. 7-2 Cougars. They do not look like a 5-24 team here in the early stages. Left to right serve for Clavitter. Near corner for Davis, who passes for Michaels. A swing for Salinoa, rejected by DeSantis. Overhead bump set goes to Davison, and her cross-court attack is wide right. Attack air, 8-2, and Mike Jordan will use a timeout. Great start for the Cougars on the road, looking for their second straight WAC win. 8-2 Cougars on the Aggie Network from Learfield, IMG College.
Cougars number 1, Clavitter.
8-2 Chicago State to start here in set one from the Pan Am Center. Very good start for the Cougars as they serve it to Hallie Razzo, far right corner. A swing is hammered in front row middle by Juliana Salinoa. 2 kills for Salinoa, 3 points for the Aggies, so Juliana active early. The other point came on an ace by Michaels to start the match. Right to left serve for Salinoa, who's been serving very well recently. Pass by Palmieri, front set Adams, a swing for Kahraman, and that's out of the reach of Razzo on the back line. Kahraman took something off it, and she's able to bury it. 9-3 Cougars. Josie Borum serving left to right. Standstill serve back middle. Gathered up by Razzo. Front set to the front middle to Megan Hart, who tools the block of DeSantis, and it flies out of bounds. First swing for Hart. Kill number 1 for her. 15 last Saturday at Grand Canyon. Harrison and Mosier coming in for Michaels and Anselmo for the Aggies and head coach Mike Jordan. 9-4 Cougars in set one. Right to left serve for Kristen Garrison. Line drive serve. Lunging handle Palmieri. Front set goes to the left-hander Kira Williams-Shepard. And a net violation is called on the Aggies. Net violation on the Aggies. I believe it was on Leah Mosher. On the swing there for Williams-Shepard, the Toronto, Canada native. 10-4 Cougars in set one. Rochelle Madison comes in to serve, sends this one near line to Davison. Serve receive to Garrison. Swing near side for Davison, lands in. Cross-court kill for the near left pin. And that was swing number 2 for Savannah. 1 attack air, 1 kill. 10-5, the Aggies down a handful. Davison serves it near side for Madison. A tip from the near pin for Williams-Shepard. Overpass by the Aggies on a dive. And then double contact is called up front on Mosher, who tipped it over and must have used both hands on that one. 11-5, the Aggies trail by 6 in set one. Maria Lopez Torres Tapia comes in for the Cougars. Freshman from Peru. She's in a serve for head coach Brandon Reeves. Lopez Torres Tapia serves it to Acosta, right side of the floor. Garrison, front middle set up to Hart, who taps it in. No blockers in front of her, and Megan's able to tap it in front of the 10-foot line for the kill. And now Salinoa comes in for Megan. 11-6 Cougars in set one. Acosta to serve. Aggies moving right to left. The serve Goes far line to Palmieri. Back set by Borum. A swing for William Shepard is too long. No touch. Attack air for the left-hander, William Shepard from the right pin. And now the Aggies down only 4, 11-7. Right to left serve Acosta. Good serve again. Diving handle Madison. Swing out of system by Palmieri is turned away. Mosher and Salinoa along the far pin. And now Brandon Reeves will use a timeout for the Cougars. Aggies on a mini run. They now trail by 3 after scoring 3 in a row. 11-8 Cougars in front in set 1 on the Aggie Network from Learfield, IMG College.
New Mexico State Athletics would like to thank Sports Accessories for their support of Aggie Athletics. Get all your Aggie gear at Sport Accessories located at 250 North Solana Drive. And now we got some Illinois State t-shirts for our loudest fans, so make some noise if you want a t-shirt now! I can't hear you, Aggie fans. I don't think you want that free t-shirt!
Aggies have won 15 straight, their best winning streak since 2015 when they won 19 in a row. The Aggies trail the Cougars of Chicago State by 3, 11-8 in set 1. Aggies start on serve out of the timeout. A swing left side for Palmieri is too long without a touch. And there might have been a touch. One of the line judges signaled touch, and now he comes over to the up official Rory Arasumi and says, no, I missignaled. I did not have a touch. He signaled touch accidentally, I assume, and Rory Arasumi says there was no touch, and now Rob Torres, the down official, will speak to the head coach Brandon Reeves, and it's going to be Aggie point. Right to left serve for the Aggie libero Acosta. Running bump set Clevetter. Swing by Palmieri is handled overhand by Lowe. A swing for Davison out of the back row, and that lands in. Heavy heat on that one for Savannah Davison. The Aggies on a run here, a 5-0 run to pull within 1, 11-10. Right to left serve Acosta. Good serve again. Pass by Palmieri. Back set Borum. Swing for William Shepard. And we get a net violation of the Aggies again. This one is on Bridget Lowe. 2 net violations on the Aggies on attacks by William Shepard. Lacey Adams comes in for the Cougars to set. So Borum will now swing for them. And Adams will serve it. Stand still and right-handed. Left to right to Davison, who passes for Garrison. A swing left side for Lowe. Down the near line, and it's wide left barely. Missed by inches. Bridget Lowe playing from the left side, the outside for the first time in her career because of the injury to Kat Kelly. Mike Jordan was unsure how this would look because Bridget is used to the middle or the right. Low passes on serve receive. A right side swing for Mosher is too long. Attack air. That's the 4th on the Aggies. And the Cougars go ahead 14-10 in set 1. Lacey Adams will serve it again for CSU. Serves it to Davison. Now to get a pass as it goes off her chest. Out of system swing for Lowe is denied up front. Alexandria Cliff alongside Borum. Cliff had 7 blocks last Saturday in the win against Utah Valley for the Cougars. And Chicago State leads 15-10. High float serve to the 10-foot line to Davison. Swing front middle for Salinoa, lands in near line. Would have been a net violation anyway. 15-11. The Aggies ahead by 4. Trailing by 4, I should say. Now on serve. And Michaels comes in to serve. 15-11 Cougars. Michaels right to left. Jump serve. Far corner. Pass by Madison. Slide play for Cliff, and her attack is in the nets. Pretty good setup, but she attacked it low, and she was blocked by the Nets. 15-12, the Aggies trail by 3. Anselmo, Salinoa low, Acosta, Davison, and Michaels. Michaels serves it to far line. Madison gathers, swing for Borum, off the block and dug out by Acosta. Front set near side to low, her attack rolls off the net, handled by Kliviter. Swing right side for Borum, cross court, lunging dig Michaels. Bump set Acosta, right side swing Anselmo for the Aggies, dug out by the Cougars and Adams. Out of system, swing for Borum is wide right, and the Aggies pick up the tally. 15-13, Aggies within 2, Michaels serving. Michaels will send it across, right to left. Sends this one to Kliviter, who converges with Madison. Swing for Borum, left side off the block and down, out of the reach of Acosta, who is diving towards it. Side out for the Cougars, ahead by 3, 16-13 here in set 1. Beatriz Palmieri back to serve to our left in front of her own bench for the Cougars, moving left to right in the road black jerseys. Palmieri serves it to Davison, shanks it away again on serve receive, and the Aggies recovered initially because Chicago State touched it. The Aggies feared 4 touches was going to be called. They apparently did get it over, though. The Cougars touched it on the block, and then the Aggies never went after it, and it lands in for Chicago State. Cougars ahead by 4. Serve near line, better pass this time Davison, middle of the floor, tipped over in the front middle by Salinoa. Back set by the libero Kliviter, swing for the Cougars, dug out near corner by Davison. Back set right side to low, her attack cross court is dug out by Adams for CSU. Swing for Borum, off the block, handled overhand by Lowe, dump play Michaels, read by Adams, the Cougars setter. Swing for Borum, tools the block. Near pin kill for Josie Borum, the freshman. And Chicago State leads 18-13. And Mike Jordan will use a timeout once again. Final timeout here in set 1 for the Aggies. They trail the Cougars of Chicago State 18-13. This is Aggie Volleyball from Learfield IMG College. Eighteen to 13, the Cougars of Chicago State here at the Pan Am Center today lead the Aggies in set 1. They've led pretty much the entire first set. They jumped out to an 8-2 lead. 3-0 run now for the Cougars after the Aggies pulled within a couple. Served by Beatriz Palmieri, goes to Anselmo. Swing front middle for Salinoa, lands in. She's been great early. 4 kills, no errors, 7 attacks for Juliana. The WAC Offensive Player of the Week, picking up right where she left off 1 week ago. Salinoa is averaging 1.9 kills per set, 371 hitting percentage, good for 3rd best in the conference. Ali Razzo, standstill right-hand line drive, serve back middle to Kliviter. Front set Adams, a swing for Kahraman, denied by the Aggies. Back set to Borum, her attack rolls in. Aggies out of place again as it lands in the back middle. Past it diving on Elisa Costa. Cougars 19, Aggies 14 here in the opening set. Megan Kliviter serving for the Cougars. 30 aces this year. Serves it to Davison, who shanks it away, and Salinoa can't save it right in front of us. Davison having some issues here today on serve receive. 20-14 Cougars. Remember the Aggies without Kat Kelly, usually one of their better passers on serve receive. Good pass this time. Davison, swing for Salinoa, is turned away up front. DeSantis and Kahraman on the double stuff. 21-14 Cougars in set one. Clevenger floats serve, and it's an ace. Megan Clevenger, her 31st ace this year. And the Cougars go ahead by 8, 22-14. Mike Jordan's out of timeouts. The serve by Clevenger. Overpass for Davison. Overpass kill for DeSantis. Hammers it in out of the front row middle. And the sophomore from Youngstown, Ohio, makes it 23-14 Chicago State. Left to right, Clevenger serve. Line drive serve gathered up by Davison, who gets it back and tips it over. Diving dig in the front row for Kahraman. Swing right side, Borum. Cross-court attack, Doug Michaels. Overhead bump set, Razzo to Davison. Her attack is an overpass from Clevenger. Back set, Michaels. Swing right side, Anselmo, and she slams it in from the right pin. Side out for the Aggies, trailing 23-15, a shocker. The Aggies are 23-3. The Cougars are 5-24. Jordan George will check in, replaces Salinoa on the service line. George, a redshirt sophomore from Cypress, Texas. 23-15. Jordan George with the serve. Serves it. That is shanked away by the Cougars and DeSantis, but recovered. An attack is wide right for Kahraman. 23-16. Could use a long run on the service line from Jordan George. George serves it. Better pass this time for DeSantis. Backside Borum. Her attack is out of the reach of Jordan George after it touched the block. Set point for the Cougars. It is 24-16. Kira Williams-Shepard comes in for Lacey Adams for the Cougars. So Borum will set now, and she's also going to serve. 24-16, the serve. Stands still and right-handed. Back middle to Razzo, who passes for Michaels. A swing for Davison is in. One blocker in front of her, and she went around the block and down for her third kill in set one. 24-17. Garrison comes in. She will serve. Mosher comes in as well. Garrison, Acosta, Razzo, Davison, Hart, and Mosher. Set point for the Cougars. Garrison, right-handed serve. Behind the 10-foot line to Clevenger. Borum sets up Williams-Shepard around three blockers and down with her attack. And the Cougars stun the Aggies in set one. And it wasn't very close. 25-17 the final. The Cougars win set one. Set two comes up next. Crowd is stunned here at the Pan Am Center. This is Aggie Volleyball from Learfield IMG College.
Well, the Aggies are still rolling